What's poppin', y'all? After an amazing Raw, in which, well, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, my boy Jey Uso won the IC title, man, and WrestleMania, of course, got information on why he won, which is weird. He should probably just won because he deserves it. So, sometimes too much news is not good news. But anyways, let's see what the homie WrestleMania talking about, man. Oh my God, Vince is getting desperate. I forgot that might be because the oh, what day is it? I think that Netflix shit comes out, huh? I gotta see what day that shit come out.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship, Vince McMahon tried to destroy the Netflix documentary, what the mysterious symbol on Raw means, an update on Jimmy Uso, did WWE take down an AEW video, Jey Uso cries after Raw, Paul Heyman's return imminent, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good is number one, 14 years. Yes, it's taken Jey Uso 14 years to capture his first singles title in the WWE, proving he's much more than a tag team wrestler by defeating one of the WWE's biggest rising stars. While it's too early to know whether this was the WWE hotshotting a title change, it was a momentous win that sent WWE fans into a frenzy. Number 2, strong women's tag match. We're always skeptical about praising anything in the women's tag division due to the WWE's history of showcasing teams only to drop storylines and pushes without any warning. Nonetheless, Damage Control versus Unholy Union showed how entertaining the women's tag division can be and how interesting its players are. Number 3, the New Day breakdown continues. Kofi Kingston's attempt to make things right with his New Day teammate Xavier Woods didn't go as planned, leading to Woods showing anything but positivity. Xavier's slow turn has been fascinating considering how long he's been a babyface, and even better, the WWE has used a storyline to create some terrific matches, including last night's tag match against American Made and next week's singles match against Rey Mysterio. Number 4, WWE announces card for next week. The WWE announced some big bouts for next week, which is exactly how you should promote your TV content, enticing fans to tune in and throwing surprises at them to keep them tuned in. Number 5, Shark Cage Stipulation. A Dominic Mysterio locked in a shark cage is one of wrestling's most ridiculous match stipulations, which is why it's ideal for Rhea Ripley's title match against Liv Morgan at Bad Blood. Daddy Dom isn't a comedy character, although he has got comedic elements, and this is a fitting stipulation for the man fans love to hate. Number 6, Drew.
Don't forget about that Dominic on a pole match.
Drew promo. Drew's promo was powerful and embodied everything fans have come to expect from him. A self-absorbed heel who thinks he's right and blames his short.
You notice how CM Punk had that dark and ominous, I'm just going to talk like this while I stare deep into the camera, and I swear next week I'm going to make sure. You see, it was that kind of interview. Drew came back, or sorry, that kind of promo. Drew came back and did the exact same promo, just in his own little way. So that was pretty interesting last night.
Comings on someone else. McIntyre's response to Punk's promo last week was pitch perfect. Another example of why this feud is hands down the best of 2024. Number 7, Sammy vs Kaiser Classic. Sammy's quest to get a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther was bound to take him into a match against Ludwig Kaiser, and what a match it was. Sammy's win was predictable, but this match was another case of it's the journey, not the destination, as fans saw a dazzling display of wrestling while the WWE forwarded Sammy's hunt for a title match. Number 8, Bronson vs Braun keeps getting better. A major props to the WWE for capitalizing on a program that has captured the WWE Universe's attention and finding new ways to keep fans interested in this battle of the big boys. While you're only as good as your next program, Bronson vs Braun has done much to elevate both superstars, and with any luck, Strowman will have something good to do once this ends and Seth Rollins returns to Battle Reed. And Raw did a lot in 3 hours. Last night's Red Brand was a bittersweet show as the WWE's creative team has shown it can make 3 hours of wrestling very entertaining and use it to showcase everyone from curtain jerkers to the roster's top stars. The only downside is fans have to wonder whether cutting Raw back to 2 hours will disrupt the WWE's creative process. And that was a good. What about the bad? It's number 1, is the LWO a waste of time? Is it time to scrap the Latino World Order? The group's various members all have something to give, some more than others, but no one is benefiting from their association in the group. When factions are utilized properly, with the Judgment Day being a prime example, new stars are created and existing stars are given a chance to get back on top. That hasn't happened yet with anyone in the LWO, and the team's constant losses makes everyone in it look bad, even when superstars like Dragon Lee get the occasional win. I was nothing to
And honestly, I just think it's a nostalgia thing. Once they seen LWO on the shirts again, people were like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna buy that shit." So once they figured, "Oh, bing, we can market this," it's a la that's why we had the stupid ass spinning belt for so long that damn near had people stop watching wrestling because of a damn belt. It was so ridiculous, but guess what? It was the most sold belt they've ever had, the spinning joint. So but it's every time I see them, I just be like, all right, it's a channel changer for them. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Downright ugly, another strong show that reflects how the WWE has mastered booking its top stars into must-see moments while simultaneously capitalizing on fan engagement to try and elevate undercard stars. What do you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know
No.
in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at the real reason why Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship. At top of today's news is Jey Uso's shocking Intercontinental Championship win
Yeah,
over Braun Breaker
really wasn't
and the
expecting
reason
it,
behind the
low-key.
decision. While the title win is a good way to solidify Jey
look how
Uso's
Canada
singles run and
record.
remind fans that the title changes can happen when you least expect them, the biggest reason may have to do with more Braun Breaker than main event Jey Uso. It seems that the WWE is preparing to turn Braun Breaker babyface. As per the Wrestling Observer Radio, they are definitely building
I don't
towards a
like
Braun
that.
Breaker babyface turn. They are already doing a thing
He's a
where they are
great
trying to
heel.
get the fans to bark. That's a babyface move, so they are already on the babyface track. There are many ways to turn Braun babyface, but one that springs to mind is having a heel taunt Breaker about his loss, leading to Braun fighting with the said heel. The WWE has shown that as powerful and talented as Braun is, his weakness is his arrogance, that no one can defeat him. Braun's loss to Jey, along with a catalyst such as a heel antagonizing him about his title loss, could cause Breaker to reevaluate his approach and become a better wrestler. What do you guys think? Should Braun Breaker be turning babyface? Let us know in the comments down
No.
below. Next up, Vince.
I say too soon. Way too soon to be turning him babyface. I love his run as a heel. I love his run as a cocky heel, and I love him as a dominant heel. But he literally just said it earlier in this video. Sometimes it's more about the chase than the reward. So
McMahon tried to destroy the Netflix documentary. The Netflix's six-part docuseries of Mr. McMahon is set to debut on 25th September, but
Oh,
a new report
25th.
states Vince McMahon tried to
Today's-
buy the
oh,
series
today's
from
24th.
Netflix so he could destroy it. Puck News reports the project was nearly finished when McMahon's hush money scandal story broke and director Chris Smith decided to
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs, and I made them in.
subscribe, y'all, so I can get premium.
add more content to the documentary, said content being the hush money scandal and the Janelle Grant lawsuit. Vince McMahon was reportedly heavily involved in the original project, giving interviews and such. However, the original and new versions are believed to be drastically different, with the rumor being that the revised docuseries is a complete burial of McMahon. As per the Observer, McMahon realized
He did it knowingly, like trying to, hey, let's do a documentary about my life. And then everything dropped, and then the documentary turned. That is the coldest shit I've ever heard, bruh. Oh, shit. His own documentary turned on him. Damn, that's cold. Which I'm not surprised, though, obviously, with the Me Too movement and all that stuff. But damn, that is cold right there. He alley-ooped himself.
that this documentary was going to be different from what he imagined it to be. So the Netflix deal with WWE, which was signed in January, so he apparently tried, which I believe last year, he tried to buy the documentary, basically buy it to kill it, which a lot of media does, or a lot of rich people do with unfavorable media at times, and Netflix turned him down. He tried to use Ari Emanuel to do the same and tried to get the thing killed, and that didn't work. So here we are. Now, if McMahon did try to buy the series and bury it, Netflix really must feel it's worth showing, despite its business relationship with the WWE. Next up, Vince McMahon breaks silence. Vince McMahon recently made a rare public statement about the Mr. McMahon program. McMahon has actually stayed out of the public eye since stepping down from the WWE. According to The Hollywood Reporter, McMahon watched a partial early cut of the docuseries and said, "This doc falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and promos alone make that evident." McMahon released a statement via social media, and here's an excerpt. "A lot has been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused. The producers use typical editing tricks without..."
I know this nigga's not gonna say, "Oh no, that was Mr. McMahon doing all that shit." Me, Vince the person, "Oh, I'm a grandfather, I'm a good guy." It was Mr. McMahon that was taking all the cheeks or whatever. Not taking the cheeks. Okay.
context footage and dated sound bites, etc., to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. In an attempt to further their misleading account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I am in fact Mr. McMahon. However, McMahon said that he doesn't regret participating in the documentary. The producers had the opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons. He also asked, I hope the viewer will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story. What do you guys think about this statement? Next up, Ric Flair splits up. There's some sad news for romantics as Ric Flair has announced that he and longtime companion Wendy Barlow have ended their relationship. The Nature Boy tweeted the news, an excerpt that follows, Wendy and I enjoyed 13 great years. As with every couple, we've experienced our ups and downs. I think it's important.
The weird shit about this was, remember when Rick was screaming at Dolph Ziggler like, you fucked my wife before I married her. That's why in my mind I'm thinking, damn, she looked kind of like a little elder, you know, like a little older. I'm thinking, damn, is Dolph fucking with them older bras like that? She might have paid him or something. I don't know. But let's see.
For everyone to know right now that we have decided to part ways respectfully. Flair thanked Wendy for staying by his side during his life-threatening health crisis and noted their respective projects have pulled them apart. Now, this isn't the first time the two have split up, so a reconciliation could seem possible. Next up, what did the mysterious symbol mean on Raw? What was the bizarre message that aired on Raw? Looks like a fan has already cracked the code and it may have something to do with the Viking Raiders.
Oh, the
Ex-user Rhodes Cota Era tweeted, PFR equals war in Elderfertic language, which is the oldest form of runic alphabet. It is in fact the Viking Raiders, not Penta and Rey. Are you guys eager for the Viking Raiders to return? Are you disappointed that this is the message? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, an update on Jimmy Uso. Is Jimmy Uso okay? Well, after Rikishi seemed to ask fans to pray for Jimmy, fans were questioning why. However, Fightful Select reports that numerous talent have reached out to Jimmy, and Jimmy states he's okay. Although Jimmy has been off TV for months, fans believe it's merely to sell the beatdown he suffered from the bloodline. Next up, an update on Zilla Fatu. Is Zilla Fatu WWE bound? Well, fans asked this after the Game Changer Wrestling announced Fatu was done with the promotion, but a new report from Fightful Select states that WWE hasn't signed Zilla. Next up, Bad Blood main event confirmed. Well, which match will the WWE use as Bad Blood's main event? While there have been talks that Drew vs Punk could main event, Sean Ross Sapp tweeted that's not so. Despite rumors to the contrary, Roadman Reigns vs Bloodline was set to main event WWE Bad Blood as of last week. Do you think that should be the true main event? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Paul Heyman's return imminent? Or what's next in the Bloodline saga? Well, according to The Observer, Paul Heyman's return is only a matter of time, and WWE is merely waiting for the right moment to bring him back. Whether that happens to be around Bad Blood or after is unknown, but when he does return, he's expected to work as a babyface, a rare role for him. Next up, WWE's reaction to Bret Hart's appearance. Was the WWE happy with Hart's appearance on Raw? Well, Hart, who interacted with Sami Zayn and Gunther, received a nice pop from the Calgary crowd, and according to Fightful Select, the WWE were very happy with the two-time Hall of Famer's appearance. The report added that the WWE is working to maintain a healthy and positive relationship with its legends. Next up, did the WWE take down an AEW video? Why did the WWE put in a copyright claim against a recent AEW video highlighting Nigel McGuinness? While the matter has been resolved, fans are curious of what caused the claim, and now the Sportster is sharing a theory. The theory appears to be that the package might include footage of McGuinness wrestling in Ring of Honor that WWE still has on its own YouTube channel. Even though AEW now owns Ring of Honor, prior to that purchase, WWE used archived Ring of Honor footage to create a package for McGuinness, as well as clips for his Ring of Honor roundtable with Seth Rollins and Bryan Danielson. Whether this was a technical error or an example of the WWE antagonizing AEW is unknown. And finally, Jey Uso cries after Raw. And last but not least, we've seen plenty of reactions to main event Jey's title win, but how did the man himself feel? Well, after Raw went off the air, a fan managed to capture footage of Jey Uso crying, with the crowd chanting, "You deserve this." What an absolutely touching moment. But there you have it, folks. I will look at Raw as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Yeah, man, that was such a great win. Man, I wonder what they're gonna do with Braun Breaker. You know, I don't know. Obviously, he gets his rematch. I say a rematch at Bad Blood. That makes sense, of course, just to give Jay something to do, and at least, you know, he gets the rematch and all that stuff. But man, I think I might stay up till midnight, bruh. Cause you know Netflix, they be dropping that shit at midnight. I might have to watch that Vince thing at midnight, or I'm talking about right when I get up in the morning, hella early. Damn, should I do a review like each episode, or the total? I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let me get in the lab real quick, guys. Let me get in the lab. Let me get in the lab. I'm gonna think about this, and I'm gonna make another video about that for sure. But anyways, man, make sure you get up boy WrestleMania subscribe. Make sure you get your boy subscribe. Peace.